What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I'm not doing too bad myself. After all, I feel like I finally found the greatest possible sniper build in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. If you're looking for the perfect balance of speed and accuracy, you clicked on the right video. I'm here to give you a step-by-step guide to building the perfect sniper in the latest COD title. But first, before we get into that, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you leave a like and comment down below so that I know. The YouTube algorithm works in mysterious ways, and the only way for me to actually know what you guys want to watch is that little bit of interaction. It just lets me know, hey, this is good, or hey, this sucks. But that's enough chit chat for me. You want to know what I had to do to keep up with everyone running red guns so you can do the same. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure you select the LW3A1 Frost line. Aside from the SVG, this is the fastest sniper in the game. However, the SVG is a semi-auto, so if you run that, you won't really get that Call of Duty sniping feel that you're used to feeling from the prior COD titles. Obviously, we're not done yet. If it was as easy as just selecting a base gun, you wouldn't be watching this video in the first place. So let's talk about attachments. Attachments are just as important, if not more important, than the actual weapon you select. They can either make your gun great or make your gun an absolute abomination. The bottom line is they're very important. To make this easy, we'll just go in order and start off with the muzzle. As for the frost line, you're actually going to want to select the muzzle brake. This is going to help increase the speed of your kick reset as well as reduce the recoil of your first shot. Because if you enjoy sniping, I'm sure by now you've learned that in most cases, recoil is never your friend. Therefore, the muzzle brake is going to be one of your absolute best friends when you're running this sniper. Next, we're going to head on over to the barrel selection and select the reinforced barrel. This is going to help make your gun a little bit stronger, increasing both your damage range and bullet velocity, because the worst feeling in the world is getting 3 consecutive one-shots, only to miss the quad because you hit markered your last enemy. Therefore, you can never go wrong with putting the reinforced barrel on the LW3A1 Frost line. Next up on the list is your stock pad. Unfortunately, the stock pad won't make quite as much of a difference as some of the other attachments, but it will reduce your aiming idle sway a good amount, and at the end of the day, although it may seem like it's only a minor change, you'll find that once you start facing players who exclusively use ARs, SMGs, or any other class aside from a sniper, it can make all the difference. If you miss that first shot, there's a great chance you'll find yourself back in your spawn pretty quickly. The fourth attachment you're going to want to equip will be your magazine, and here you actually have a couple options. Personally, I run the extended mag 1, which overall has absolutely no effect on anything aside from the actual ammo capacity. You reload just a little bit slower, but in my opinion, it's totally worth it to have those 2 extra bullets in my gun in case I do have a crazy kill feed rolling. The other magazine I would recommend trying is the Fast Mag 1. If you choose the Fast Mag 1, you'll only have 4 bullets at a time, but your reload speed will increase by a great deal, as well as both your ADS speed and sprint to fire speed. Only ever so slightly, but not enough to justify a decrease in ammo, but that's just my opinion. Typically, attachment number 5 would be the final attachment you'd use. However, in this case, what you're going to want to do is scroll down and make sure you have the Gunfighter wildcard selected. This will allow you to have 8 attachments equipped to your primary weapon, and we're going to be filling up all 8 slots. This is very important to make sure your gun balances out the way you're going to want it to. So once you're positive you have the Gunfighter wildcard selected, head on over to the comb category and select the Quick Draw Riser. The name is pretty self-explanatory, but in case you're a new player and you don't know what that means, just know this is where the majority of your ADS speed is going to come from, giving you the ability to quickscope the same way you did on all the older Black Ops games you played growing up. Next up on the list will of course be the heavy stock. This is going to increase your flinch resistance significantly, which will 100% help you in situations where you're being shot at first. I myself, along with all of my friends who snipe, agree that the biggest obstacle for sniping in this game is the heavy flinch you're stuck with when running a sniper. So this will definitely help that issue, although it unfortunately won't eliminate the flinch completely. So I'll be honest with you guys here, believe it or not, I actually hate having lasers on my guns. I don't know what it is, but for the entirety of my COD career, that's just how it's been. But the last 4, 5, maybe even 6 Call of Duty games have made it so that to some capacity, you basically have to have a laser if you want a quickscope, because your laser is going to increase your ADS speed, and Black Ops 6 is no different. Therefore, what you'll want to do now is add the Stray Lock laser onto your sniper. This attachment will not have a direct effect on your ADS speed, but it will increase your hip fire to ADS speed, which is very important while using a sniper, especially in such a fast-paced game like Black Ops 6. You never know when you're gonna run around the corner and then bam, lo and behold, there's an enemy standing right there with their SMG, unloading half their clip into you before you can even ADS properly. For snipers, it's a tale as old as time, but luckily the Stray Lock laser increases your chances of survival, giving you the opportunity to gain the upper hand. And finally, we have made it to our 8th and final attachment, which is our fire mod. I'd love to think this one's a bit self-explanatory, given ultimately we're aiming to have the fastest sniper possible, possible. But for all my noobs out there, you're going to want to choose the rapid fire attachment to bring your frost line to its final form, making it the greatest sniper build possible in this entire game. Play core free-for-all with this bad boy for a few hours and you'll be playing like your FaZe Rain in 2015. I'm going to throw a couple bonus tips in here. The first is that you should always run a stim shot. This is pretty self-explanatory. If you're getting shot at, you prick yourself with it and your health automatically heals. It's great. The second being that if you're someone who doesn't pay too much attention to their perks, or someone who doesn't really know a lot about perks in general, at the very least, I recommend changing your second perk to forward intel. This is basically going to turn any sort of radar on the minimap into an advanced UAV, and it is extremely helpful when you're trying to be strategic with your sniper. I really hope this video was helpful for the people who are looking to get into sniping, and especially the people who have been sniping for a while but have trouble figuring out what the best attachments to put on your gun are, because I've been there. My friends have been there. And I'm sure I'm going to be there again at some point watching a video just like this. There's nothing wrong with that. That is pretty much all I have to say. I wish the best of luck to anyone who decides to take this build on their own sniping adventures, and I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much to anyone that took the time to watch all the way to the end of the video, and if you haven't already, you should really consider subscribing. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed and let me know down below if this build makes a difference in your sniping career. As always, it has been Derpy and I am out. Peace.